A woman in the crowd holds up a Rorschach test that appears to be of my parents fighting. Hey there, sports fan. In the mid-90s, Tulsa, Oklahoma invented and perfected the best wrestling.
Right here from Tulsa, Oklahoma, where it all began.
The WWE, the World Wrestling Empire. For the last year and a half, we have been following the innovation, the elevation, the mutilation.
Who's minding the manure pit while this guy's...
Please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action
of the World Wrestling Empire!
Led as always by our hosts, the Ledge and Prince Devlin Blanchard.
I am humbly the sexiest man alive, Devlin Blanchard.
Only because you used to be a woman.
Off to a great start, fellas. Let's get it back on track.
And this is the Wedge, as in wedgie.
There it is.
The finest professional wrestling anywhere.
Jay Samuels lost a sitcom-style lawsuit, and the judge said he has to be the ring announcer for local wrestling.
All right, this is your first match of the evening. In the ring, from El Salvador.
First up, a debut. Big man from El Salvador, the great Bolo.
We don't know a whole lot about this man.
Probably on account of somebody on the card didn't show up, so we cut the sleeve off of a t-shirt and made someone's friend wear it on his face. His opponent is the unfortunately capable and adequate Red Eagle, and there's a 150% chance that these two rode to the show together.
Reminiscent of the great Abdullah the Butcher.
You can take a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
This match, as you can imagine, is quicker than a hiccup to keep up with.
There's the whip off the ropes. Red Eagle over the top, in for the ride. Bolo not up quick enough, and Red Eagle.
Unfortunately, this match is just adequate enough to be boring, but I want to make sure you get something out of this experience. So here's a safety tip from the hit video, Will You Be Here Tomorrow? I hope you learned something here today. Like me, Bolo has given up and hits Red Eagle with a chair so he can just go home already.
The chair! Boom!
McCoy's calling for the bell.
Manager Skandar Akbar is here so he can get too big of a payday so he can finish his beard payments.
Now I am making plans now to purchase the WWE.
Akbar then says he's gonna make manager Flamin' Raymond his camel pilot.
You know, you pilot here, and you pilot there, and you pilot over there.
Akbar then claims he's going to select what fans are allowed to attend the shows.
And I've also told these people to use some underarm deodorant because they stink so badly.
He then tries to get the fans to chant USA against him.
Now I've asked these people to refrain from saying USA. I don't like it.
But the Tulsa fans can't spell that high. A woman in the crowd holds up a Rorschach test that appears to be of my parents fighting. Brett, Shitman Knight, and Troll Danzig, and their opponents at a combined age of 24 years old, accompanied by their mother.
That is the most cunning result of the most amazing sex change operation of our century.
Stop!
It certainly came out a lot better than yours, didn't it?
Shut up.
It's the Military Express, Lieutenant Hartman and Master Sergeant Todd. Brett backs Bear Scout Hartman into his own corner while commentators deal with a much more pressing issue.
What does that smell? What'd you have for dinner?
Don't blame that on me.
Yeah, right.
Master Blaster Todd then checks in, and Shipman decides he no longer cares and just starts doing fun video game moves.
Watch this.
Master Sergeant Todd.
Shoulder breaker right.
Kroll then does a DDT out of nowhere to prove his dominance.
Boy's very serious.
And everyone gets in the ring and the ref just kind of gives up. The bad boys do their move and win within like 30 seconds, which is the best case scenario.
There it is. Seek and
Oh man, I'm getting a little nauseated here.
Red Ryder and my close personal friend Bernard Funk are out for a grudge match against the original Renegade and the most popular man in Owasso, Oklahoma, Shane Cortez. Huge enemies, they've been brought together by this situation. Bitter rivals, better friends.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
I want to point out that this is the original Renegade, not a boxed, generic Renegade for one yellow and red giant joke.
The gastro problems at the commentary desk then escalate.
What have you been eating? You keep sitting over here belching. What have you been eating?
I don't know,
burritos?
man. Every time I sit next to you, I get gas.
Cortez and Red Ryder are just average enough to be a waste of our time, so here's more safety tips.
It was a stupid mistake.
Bernie Funk is tagged in now on Casual Friday, which is evident because at the WWE, once a week you can donate $2 to the Lions Club, and you're allowed to wear a t-shirt under your singlet. B-Funk is apparently absolutely destroyed by an Irish whip into the buckle.
Cortez reverses it, and
Bernard hits the ground.
My man's got that glass spine. Renegade works on Funker in his own corner, so Ryder has to do like one of these to pretend that he can't tag his guy.
Let's raise some ruckus, baby.
Red Ryder then decides that instead of allowing his hurt partner to tag out, he'll hop down and give him some advice instead.
Let's raise some hell.
We have an acceptable suplex from Weekend at Bernie Funk's, so you know what that means.
With a backslide on Red Ryder as 1, 2, 3.
But now the bad boys run out to do what?
Let's raise some hell.
Now the bad boys are in the ring against Cortez and Renegade.
I say let's raise some ruckus.
But Akbar has another idea.
No, I say let's raise some cane.
It's all over now.
Let's raise some cane.
Raymond recovers but then nearly hits himself with a steel chair off the ropes, which raises very valid safety concerns.
Welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire, ladies and gentlemen. I am Devlin Blanchard, and it is time.
Yeah, and I'm not Devlin Blanchard.
That's right.
Thanks for the update, fellas. It's main event time, and it's the world's first ever, never happened anywhere on the planet before, just trust me bro, three-way dance for the vacated World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Championship, because the last one was legitimately stolen in real life by beasts.
First, only 2 men are allowed in the ring at the same time. If a man comes in the ring without being tagged, he is out.
So all 3 guys aren't allowed to be in the ring at the same time and they have to tag in and out? It's just dumb enough to be brilliant. It's Scott the Snake Man, scum-sucking stepdad Serpent Summers. But his manager gets attacked by Annihilator and everyone is so confused that some weird farmer song starts playing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring now, the other participant from the city of...
And Summers does nothing like a little bitch. And the third man in this mess is an actual good wrestler, TJ Steele. Devlin Blanchard decides to be Summers' manager because the rules require a second on the outside to throw in the towel if needed. Summers accepts, and I'm sure it'll probably be just fine. Annihilator and TJ started out, and Summers gladly takes the cuck chair where he belongs. We have some middling back and forth here. Several minutes have gone by and Summers has done nothing, but then reluctantly has to tag in per the idiotic rules of this one. Devlin throws in the towel immediately, so Summers has to leave. And you can tell how upset Summers is about it on account of how high his voice gets.
You gonna let this nonsense go on? It's not leaving that ring, you know that!
Several minutes of unfortunately average but adequate pro wrestling take place.
Oh, TJ with a belly-to-belly suplex.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're calling for the bell to ring.
And we still don't have a fucking champion.
No! Referee Doug McCoy has just indicated that the bell cannot be gained by disqualification. That means there is still no champion in the World Wrestling Empire.
Will you be here tomorrow?